Welcome back to Saints Row the Third. Last time, we may have pissed off Stag a little bit, but to be fair, they did kidnap Shondi first, and we didn't appreciate that. So obviously we were going to blow up their boat.
Suddenly exploded, scattering wide portions of the wrecked ship over a wide area. Casualties are believed to be surprisingly light. No official cause for the accident has been given, but Stag quickly reassured the city that the ruined nuclear carrier posed no health risk to the city. Commander Temple has shifted his headquarters into Steelport and temporarily restricted the downtown area. All residents are assured that any inconveniences are purely temporary. This is Jane Valderrama with your military-approved news.
I have to go through Stag now for that, huh? So yes, we blew up a boat, and now Steelport's under martial law. But don't flip me off for it, guy, seriously. Now we're going to continue with taking over the Luchadors territory, because that's the last one we don't have. Granted, we are missing a section from, the middle of the city, but hey, now that we have, Stag on our tail, and as the news report said, they've occupied downtown, maybe you can trust that there's going to be something appearing there eventually. Or maybe I just have to go in and shoot some people, or maybe it's a story mission, who knows? I mean, plenty of people probably do, but I'm not telling just yet. But, this is the point where we are actually allowed to go take on, the Luchadors mission, but I think the story flows better if you get Stag stuff out of the way first, and then finish with Luchadors. So, that's the order I'm doing these things in. Plus, I feel like that's just more immediately a pressing issue. Like, we did say, oh, we blew up their boat, what more could they have? But that was immediately disproven by martial law. So we really should be ruining their day by any means necessary. I don't know how the tiger helps, but whatever. Look, the more Luchadors territory we have, that's just more territory on our end that we can use to take on Stag, and fewer Luchadors to have to worry about, so it all works out.
No problem.
I should also mention, I think the only failure state for this one is actually destruction of the car. I don't think it's this one, but in a different Tiger Escort, Animal Rage actually capped out. But that just means that the Tiger will maul you a bunch. So, at that point you can't really drive any. But it didn't automatically fail the mission. So, I think you're fine to get killed by a Tiger? A little bit? As long as it's only a little bit, you should be fine. But yeah, that wasn't an immediate fail state, which is good, because, again, I don't think it's this one, I think it's the next one I do. It's annoying. The thing that happened that led to that was annoying, but it wasn't a fail state, so I just rolled with it.
Damn it! Angel was right!
Is he, though? Is he? Anyway, that's Tiger Escort. I think... Do I just want to montage the rest? What's up next on the docket? I need to remember. Also, damn, missed 69%. Oh well. Right, so, next is... Oh, next is showing that you can actually jump the bridges now that they're up. Again, you're not gonna want to wait on vehicle thefts, because not all vehicles can do that. And also, you have to worry about more enemies in vehicle theft now, because the military is just worse. But yeah, no, you can jump the bridges if you want to, as long as you have a good enough car for it. And what do we get? We get... instant reload pistols! Alright, that is honestly pretty cheap considering how little I have to spend on things anymore. So yeah, now you don't have to worry about reloading pistols. We are getting closer to maxing out everything, and I don't think I have any buildings to buy anymore, so I can just kind of buy the upgrades if I want to. Though I'm not going to buy the final damage mitigation upgrades because I think those just make you immortal. And I don't really want that. Like, look, I kind of want to steamroll most things, but not quite that much. Guess it's kind of nice that eventually you do just get those as upgrades. It's not only cheats that you, will probably not find in-game. I mean, you might not. I forget how it worked in Saints Row 1 or 2. I forget if there are, like, phone numbers that hint at cheats, but I think for the most part it's just... You kind of need to know. But instead, these are just upgrades that you can buy without looking outside of the game, so... You do have to, wait until you reach max level, but that's hardly a problem at this point. We're kind of gaining popularity pretty quickly, even at this point. It is 8 more levels to go, and then we've maxed out. So yeah, I don't even need most of this notoriety reduction anymore, because, like, most of these gangs don't really exist, but I'm getting them anyway. Because, again, I have no other use for money. Like, this is all I've got left is just buying upgrades. I guess I don't have unlimited ammo yet, so I do technically need to buy that stuff too, but... It's kind of a trifle, really. We truly are at the point where I just have all the money I need. We are past the point where it's yo-yoing back and forth. Anyway, trailblazing. Oh god, this one was annoying. I'm probably going to montage this because I think we're doing trailblazing and then insurance fraud, so, let's just roll the hits, I guess.
I got this. Can't stop That's gonna cost you.
There we go, montage finished. I don't know why I didn't montage that in the first place, but oh well. It is now, but if you want to watch the full run of those, there's the non-com version. Alright, so, anyway, story mission time. Is it just me or is the C line higher? Ah well, doesn't matter.
So what's next, Kinsey?
Why do you assume I have something?
Because you're dedicated to finding information.
Stag cargo plane being escorted into Steelport airspace.
Now that's something I can work with.
You're welcome.
Have Viola get her plane ready. We'll need it.
Alright, and off to the airport we go. And as always, I kinda missed it a little bit, so I had to go the long way. But thankfully, This is one of the rare times where actually the mission is where the game tells you to go, so not a big deal. Alright, let's get to the plane. Don't worry about flying it though, that's done for you.
There's probably an easier way to do this!
No doubt.
Our gunfire, this way!
Pilots have the door locked.
You're in a supply plane for the military. There has to be something you can use.
Alright, so... vaguely familiar. We get to, maybe not use the exact same layout as the first plane, I don't know.
Nothing a few bullets can't handle.
I didn't pay that much attention to the specific layout of the first mission's airplane. But it's not like we really ride this many airplanes, so if it is a reuse, it's fine. And it is actually a little harder. Well, a lot harder, because it's not a mission at the start of the game. But these guys are actually pretty heavily equipped. I think these are commandos.
This thing won't get the job done.
There anything else to try?
But yeah, honestly, the commandos definitely feel like what the Masako heavy units in 2 should have felt like. Like, the game tried to convince me that they were real tough, but they didn't feel that much higher than a regular enemy. They were definitely tougher, but not by much, especially that point in the game. Commando actually feels pretty heavy duty. Like, they're a little hard to kill. Up until you get this.
Then use it so we can land these things
So what
already.
kind of gun is this, you might be asking? Well, we go up here. And, we charge a meter.
Am I doing something wrong here?
You getting close enough?
I guess I'm not. There we go!
Maybe they know I'm here.
At least you're inside.
Right, so this is the sonic boom. It might not look too impressive from afar, but that's because it's a gimmick gun. It weaponizes sound, and now that man is just blood. That man is just blood and maybe some boots left over that fall over after the blood has gone everywhere.
Still think I'm just a pretty face?
No, you're a pretty face with a gun that just explodes people with sound. Okay, yeah, they're commandos. See, I remember things sometimes. Sometimes I know enemy names. Ooh.
Oh god, what did you do? Gone? What do you mean gone?
I mean, this gun may actually be a little too strong for its own good. Okay, we have a minute to get over to the other side of the plane, which, admittedly, a little harder to get to there than it was to get to the end of the boat in the last mission. Not impossible, though. Just, you know, make sure your gun's fully charged and that you are close enough when you're shooting people, otherwise you will miss. This is not really a good gun for, you know, long-range gunfights, but it is great for just exploding people at close range. Sorry, shotgun, but somebody's one-upped you. So anyway, here's the boss's great plan. What if we just drove out of here on a tank? Right, so yeah, remember that early mission? It's kinda like that one, but we're in a tank this time. Yeah, you know, if they're gonna reuse stuff, this is the way to do it. Because, this is a much different experience. That felt like it was mostly just there, you know, for the sake of being cool. It was a good flashy way to kind of get your attention at the start of the game, and maybe practice your aim a little bit, but, now we're at the point where we are, you know, in a vehicle, and we have to aim more precisely than we did at the start. I believe we had a machine gun at the start of, or, you know, in that mission. Which was very helpful for killing guys very quickly. Now we've got a gun that does have a cooldown if we use it too much, and, well, we can launch, a big missile. We can hit people with an AoE attack, but, like, that obviously is even more precise than just the regular laser cannon, so it's pretty hard to hit with, actually. So, yeah, there's a lot more difficulty to this mission than there was that initial one. I did clear this on my first try, but it did come pretty close, I will say. Almost didn't make it through this one. But also, yeah, in addition to it being harder to hit with a tank, we also just have tougher enemies. Like, the commandos are, of course, tougher than unarmored Morningstar grunts. But then other tanks follow after us because everybody thinks this is a good idea. Now, thankfully, this is Saints Row, and especially Saints Row 3, we can survive through cartoon physics, which is to say, this tank is not going to be shattered into a million pieces, after squishing down with us inside of it. You know, I'm not sure of the exact physics of a tank like this hitting the ground, but, it would be fatal if this were realistic. But again, we work off of cartoon physics.
I shouldn't have eaten first.
If it is a cool thing to do, it will work. That's just kind of the boss's MO this time. Is it rad as hell? Don't you worry. It works somehow.
Viola's recording this shit.
I don't think she's anywhere near us. Also, yeah, my big problem is I just wasn't really landing hits on the planes as they were crashing into me. Also, what are they getting paid that they will do suicide attack? Oh, no, bad place. Bad place for a plane. Oh, we didn't want that anyway. Would have exploded at us. So, yeah, and then one last bit where we have to catch up to the tank that is in use.
Fuck right.
None of this should work, but I don't care. Melissa's just too strong to die. Also, I wish this is where they took cues from Prototype. I wish you just kind of saw a cloud of blood emanate from a tank after you entered. That was a good feature.
Fuck my life.
Oh, that's what we're zooming in on for the end of this one, huh? Oh well, sure, it's only for a few seconds, that's fine. Right, so now we've got zombies. I mean, this is one of those, you might not necessarily have seen this coming, but it's certainly not out of tune for the game to just introduce zombies in the 9th hour, 10th hour. I don't think we're 11th hour yet, but we're getting close. Alright, well, we don't have to worry about zombies here, so let's maybe just hole up in our old hideout. Let's see, what can we buy? We can buy SMG reload. Nice. Alright, and that looks like that's about it, so, right, yeah, I know I keep saying this isn't really a great hideout after it got bombed, but, I mean, there are zombies out there, it's as good as anything else.
Tell me everything's quiet and we have time to take a day off.
Hardly. You have a meeting with the mayor coming up soon.
Mayor? When did I make that meeting?
You didn't. I did.
What for?
Philippe worked with the mayor for years. I thought the Saints would like the same opportunity.
He worth helping?
He's the mayor. Believe me, he's worth it.
Alright, well, I guess we have to go talk to people now. Also, for some reason, I can't access my garage, so I should have summoned a helicopter or a vehicle before the mission. Ugh, now I have to go steal a car. This sucks. Man, Viola, I just wanted to lay low. I accidentally unleashed zombies, though that's mostly Stag's fault. I wanted to just, maybe take a nap in my base, and let that be somebody else's issue. Oh well, anyway, let's go meet the mayor, I guess. If I really have to.
You can walk!
The explosions heard in the sky over Steelport were not, in fact, evidence of an alien invasion. Stag has confirmed that some of their cargo aircraft were involved in a suspicious incident that damaged or destroyed several planes. This incident resulted in a large amount of wreckage, including bodies, raining down over parts of Steelport. The exact cause of the incident is unknown, but the wild rumors of a superhero-like figure smashing the flying planes with a bare fist can surely be discounted. At this time, we cannot estimate the extent of damages caused by this.
Alright, I guess if we really have to meet the mayor.
What are we waiting for?
We're not walking in there until you promise to play nice.
Are you serious?
Repeat after me. Don't fuck with the mayor.
Look, sweetie, I'll fuck with whoever I want to fuck with. I mean, who's this guy think he is?
Viola, is this the kid you were talking about?
Burt fucking Reynolds?
Who else could keep this town running? Besides, I love my constituents.
Sir, I am a huge fan.
Excuse me, honey. Viola says the Saints are the new game in town. If that's the case, I want in.
Yeah, great. What do you need?
I got a zombie problem that I want.
Wait, a what problem?
Zombies.
You mean metaphorically, the celebrity-obsessed media drug masses, yes?
This ain't Los Angeles.
I'll tell you about it later.
You knew about this?
So what do you say, kid?
Undead cleanup ain't exactly in our wheelhouse, but we'll give it a whirl. Aren't you worried about pissing off Stag?
You're acting like I never had to outsmart a paramilitary organization before. Call me when it's done.
Oh my god, this guy is fucking awesome.
Stop being a fanboy.
Not sure this was the best idea.
It's too late now. You don't back out after agreeing to something with the mayor.
I could never let Burt down.
What's the plan here?
Gas masks go on, chemicals get neutralized, zombies get killed.
But for killing these zombies, what's the plan for that?
Shoot them until they stop moving?
Alright, so yes, we've been introduced to the mayor of Steelport. We've heard reference to him a few times, but yeah, as it turns out, the mayor is Burt Reynolds. Voiced by actual human person, Burt Reynolds. I couldn't really tell you anything about him. I don't think I've ever watched a movie where he starred, I don't think.
Heard from my contact in Stag. There are 3 containers leaking the virus into the air. They'll have to be submerged in water to be neutralized. Think you can handle that?
I have the perfect tool for the job, courtesy of Stag.
So yeah, I don't have the same reverence for Burt Reynolds that the boss does, but as far as I can remember, I don't think he did anything horrible when he was alive. I don't recall anybody saying he was a sex pest, so maybe my standards are lower nowadays, but I'll say good enough. He didn't do anything terrible, I think. Thumbs up. Tentative thumbs up, unless somebody tells me otherwise, but I think he was chill. Anyway though, here's a second mission where we can actually use the sonic boom to a greater effect, though zombies as an enemy type are a little annoying, and you're gonna want to be a little more careful than I was during this mission. So yeah, the nice thing about the sonic boom is that it does get to just blow a large group into mist. which is definitely fun. And again, we were introduced to this weapon in the previous mission, but I'm guessing the devs looked at this and thought, this is too cool to not have, like, a proper mission for. Because we didn't do much with it. We killed a few enemies, we destroyed a cockpit. But this is a lot more extensive. This is... Why are you on fire? Did your claws get an upgrade ability? Do you have upgrades too? Why am I on fire? Anyway though, yeah, it is nice that we get a proper mission for it, because we didn't get much time with it last time, but... Yeah, like I said, you want to be careful about zombies. They seem pretty innocuous at first, but... if you don't pay enough attention, which I didn't really pay enough attention, eventually you'll find that they've actually swarmed pretty close together. And they are surprisingly quick at times. So, if you don't really make much headway, you can actually find that they catch up pretty quickly and just start munching on you, but thankfully when they do catch up, it's just a matter of QTing them off you, and I don't think anything appeared other than just, right and maybe left trigger. But yeah, it's not really hard to avoid them when they grab you, it's just really annoying. They're very good at interruptions, and Viola, glad you're solving this problem yourself. I don't know why you decided to go off on your own, considering you don't have a sonic boom. But that's definitely a situation you needed to help yourself out of, because, like, I can't shoot guys who are on top of you, because if I use that on them, you are also a part of the... I was going to say chunky salsa, but it's really kind of a liquidy salsa, if we're being honest. Yeah, this would not go well on chips at all. I mean, it's blood, so it wouldn't in the first place, but... Look, I'm not doing very well at making a metaphor right now, I'm sorry. Right, yeah, Viola, you just stay that distance away. That's a good distance.
Philippe ever think about running for mayor? Too much politics. Besides, he wasn't about to go up against Mayor Reynolds. Makes sense.
But, yeah, Sonic Boom. A+ weapon. I feel like they designed this and thought, this is rad as hell, and you know what, they're right. And I mean, it does also make sense that, like, Stag would have this sort of weapon. I mean, look, if there's one thing the US military loves doing, it's weaponizing anything and everything. I mean, like, come on. Are you really gonna put it past America to weaponize sound? Of course not. Like, I don't even think this is an unreal thing. I think this is just an actual category of weapon. Don't know if there's a rule in the Geneva Convention about this sort of thing, but, even if there's not, it's still an atrocity of some sort. But it's fine, because we're using it. We're not the military, therefore, I wouldn't say it's morally right to use the sonic boom, but we're not an no, I mean, we're kind of an institution. We're a gang, which is sort of an unsolicited organization. Nobody really asked for us outside of the people who joined us.
Viola, are you getting dizzy? Let me check it. Shit! The hose on your mask is damaged. There's a rim job close by. Maybe I can fix it there. No argument here.
Okay, so, a little bit of a detour before we can finish this mission. We got 2 minutes to get over to rim jobs and repair this mask, otherwise we turn into a zombie, which, considering there is a zombie voice in this game, maybe that's already a thing? If you are using the zombie voice, I can't really see how this would be an issue at this point. But, yeah, you might have also noticed that even though I have unlimited stamina, the game does actually limit your stamina, and this is pretty much why. They don't want you skipping straight over here. Plus, the zombies would be a little too easy if you could just run forever. Like, they kind of work off the fact that eventually you have to stop running.
This should be fun.
Alright, and now Viola's got 40 seconds to save us.
That could have been worse.
Because if we do turn into a zombie, I promise her, we will eat her first.
Still looking. Faster, better.
Zombie formula is fast acting. Thankfully, apparently, the moment it's cut off will be fine.
This isn't right. That's a problem. I'm getting hungry.
I'm like 11 seconds away from eating you, Viola. And not in a fun way.
Got it. Fix it. Okay.
I have 0 seconds left, Viola. I think they just have it go to 0 seconds no matter what. As long as you get here in a timely manner, I think they do just delay you until the very last second. But boy, does that not feel like it should help if it comes down to that wire? But you know what, I'm not gonna question it.
Pieces of these things on me. I'm burning this outfit when I get home.
Oh, but it's a nice outfit. But I guess I can buy an exact replica. Actually, I don't even use this one often. What am I talking about? I specifically went for the zombie outfit and took off the zombie mask.
Same, squishy when shot. Like you've ever dealt with a zombie before. So you haven't been talking to Kinsey? Good. What? I didn't say anything.
I mean, we've dealt with zombies, just not like this. I've dealt with a zombie being rude to me and standing me up. This feels like the exact opposite of the Lynn situation, though. These are zombies I don't want to see near me. I would like them to go away. But they are going to charge me no matter what I want. The nice thing about the Sonic Boom, that's not necessarily helpful for this group of enemies, but could be for another. Even if you don't fully charge it, it is a pretty good stun attack. You can get people off your back, if you need to.
Next time I send Pierce to do this.
But then you don't get to use the Sonic Boom. You'd be depriving yourself of a good time, boss. You don't want that. Alright, let's just shoot you in the river, and there we go. Problem solved. Alright, and this is the last stag mission, so choice time.
A container or two in there won't.
Good. You get this done and you can count on the Steelport municipality to back the Saints. SWAT teams, favors from the police chief, a little help from me personally, whatever you need, you get.
You're an absolute gentleman, Mayor Reynolds.
Alright, second call. There we go.
I think we could utilize this virus to fight our enemies. All we need is a sample before you destroy it all.
As a former patient zero, you're the last one I expected that from.
I'm saying the Saints could create zombies to fight with us, overwhelming our enemies with a tide of flesh.
Well, you do have a point.
There is a lot of dead people in Steelport for some reason. I don't really understand why, but yeah, we've got a lot of corpses in this city. So this is another situation where the choice you make only differentiates what rewards you get. There's no difference in cutscenes. So I'm just going to go with the choice that I want and sticking to that. Which, I mean, I feel like it's relatively obvious. Again, not really that familiar with Burt Reynolds. Haven't really seen much, if any, of his filmography, but between him and zombies, I'm going to take Burt Reynolds. Although he did pass a little while ago, so, I guess in a modern sense, there's not really much of a choice there. At that point, it's just raise a guy from the dead or raise a lot of people from the dead. And I mean, at that point, singling somebody out to turn them into a zombie seems like kind of a dick move. Making an army of the dead, at least it doesn't feel weirdly personal, you know? So I guess in a modern sense I'd have to go with the army, but well, anyway. Point is, let's just dunk this into the river. And again, no negative consequences for doing this. The fish will probably be fine.
There have been some complications, Senator.
Complications? Don't
talk to me about complications. I want results.
You want results? Then authorize the use of the data list.
Even if Congress got on board, Homeland Security would never allow it. This is out of control. I am coming to Steelport.
Zombies and Monica Hughes?
Shit. You know, this might be the one time I have empathized with Cyrus. Anyway, though, yeah, that'll be it for the stag portion of this act. It's now just the luchadors left to take care of. We've got Burt Reynolds on our side. We can get a SWAT team. I guess we've got a gas mask, don't care about that. But, yeah. With that done, whatever Cyrus and the rest of Stag are going to get up to, we'll have to wait and see. For now, we are just going to get back to safety, away from zombie territory, I'm guessing, another instant reload, and next time, we're finally going to get back on killing Killbane. We had a bit of a detour with the Deckers, but this time, we're really gonna kill him. Got extra money. It's crucial, you see.